Hey guys, um, I wanted to do a basic whisper video for you all, and you all know that I don't have a lot of good ideas for things to whisper, but I've been getting a lot of questions about my newest leg tattoos, so I figured I would read you guys, the meanings of them that I found on a really cool site online. If you didn't know, a couple of days ago I got 2 tattoos on my lower calves. They're about maybe the size of the front of a shoebox. And they are the Fool and the Hanged Man in tarot cards. So it's a bit personal to me to share how they relate specifically in my life. But it's not personal if you guys wanted to look up the, Micah. Sorry, the cat. It's not personal if you guys wanted to look up the meanings and figure out what they actually mean. So I figured I would just read them to you. So the first one that I'm going to read to you is the Fool. Actually, I'm going to give you a bit of backstory. 5 or 6 months ago, I did a tarot card reading, and I drew both the Fool and the Hanged Man, and they were in the upright position, because both of these cards can also be read reversed, and they mean different things when they're upright and reversed. So the Fool, when upright, harkens to beginnings, innocence, spontaneity, and a free spirit. However, when it's reversed, it signals naivety, foolishness, recklessness, and risk-taking. So I got it upright. The Fool is numbered 0, the number of unlimited potential, and does not actually have a specific place in the sequence of the tarot cards. The Fool can come either at the beginning of the major arcana or the end. The major arcana is often considered as the Fool's journey through life, and as such, he is ever present, and therefore he needs no number. The Fool is shown at the beginning of his journey with unlimited potential. The sun rising up behind him represents the beginning of his journey. He is facing northwest, the direction of the unknown. He is looking upwards towards the sky or spirit. He is about to step off a cliff or into the material world, but is he prepared? He has all of the tools and resources he needs in the bag on his staff, but he has not opened the bag yet. The white rose in his left hand represents purity and innocence. He has a guardian in the little white dog who will protect him throughout his journey, but who will also push him to learn the lessons the Fool came here to learn. The mountains behind the Fool represent the realms of spirit that he has just left and will spend his life trying to regain. The Fool tarot card is a card of potential, new beginnings, and innocence. This tarot card shows the highest potential for your life, reaching a state of renewal and new beginnings where each day is an adventure and each moment is lived to the fullest. The Fool card represents the beginning of old creativity and a desire to accomplish new goals, or to at least start the process of working towards those goals. The Fool indicates that anything can happen, and the opportunities are just waiting to be taken advantage of. In a tarot card reading, the Fool represents the need to set forth on a new journey, one that is completely unknown and will take you to uncharted territories. The Fool is all about new experiences, personal growth, development, and adventure. The Fool tarot card asks you to take a leap of faith and to trust in the universe, and that if you begin a new journey, you will find success. This Fool lives a carefree life, free from worry and anxiety. He does not seem to mind if he does not really know what lies ahead. The Fool tarot card may represent a choice to be made, one of vital importance. However, there are always many different options available, and the choice must be made wisely. If you are facing a decision or a moment of doubt, the Fool encourages you to believe in yourself and follow your heart, no matter how crazy or foolish your impulses may seem. This is a time when you truly need to believe and have faith in where the universe is taking you. The Fool is an excellent card to meditate on if you are experiencing a lot of fear in your life. The Fool enhances courage, risk-taking, and the creative expression needed to open up new areas in your life. The Fool is always whole, healthy, and without fear. He is the spirit of who we are, the spirit expressed and experienced as wonder, awe, curiosity, and anticipation. We never know what is in the future, but like the Fool, we must blindly go forward. You need to trust that you are a spirit born into flesh to enjoy life and grow in experience. Take a chance and see what happens. Does this card keep reappearing in your readings? Perhaps the universe is trying to tell you something. Now the Hanged Man. Some keywords if you let him upright, which I did in my reading. Suspension, restriction, letting go, sacrifice. If you pull the card reversed, it means martyrdom, indecision, and delay. The Hanged Man shows a man suspended upside down from a living world tree, rooted in the underworld and supporting the heavens. Given the serene expression on his face, it is believed he is hanging on the tree of his own will. His right foot is bound to the tree, but his left foot remains free, bent at the knee and tucked in behind his right leg. His arms are bent, with hands held behind his back, forming an inverted triangle. The man is wearing red pants, representing human passion in the physical body, a blue coat for knowledge, and yellow shoes representing his high ideals. Around the Hanged Man's head is a bright yellow halo showing spiritual attainment, with the gray background suggesting invisibility, which is a good reminder not to flaunt your spirituality. This is a card of ultimate surrender, of being suspended in time, and of martyrdom and sacrifice to the greater good. This is the archetype to meditate on to help break old patterns of behavior and bad habits that restrict you. The Hanged Man's number is 12, a higher octave of the number 3, representing careful planning and orderly growth leading to spiritual development. 1, representing the beginning, plus 2, representing the reasoning voice, equals 3, the product of rebirth. The ruling planet is Neptune, the planet of self-sacrifice and idealism. Upright Hanged Man Tarot card meanings. The Hanged Man reflects the need to suspend action, and as a result, a period of indecision may be indicated. Decisions or actions that need to be implemented will be postponed, even if at the time there is a sense of urgency to act. In fact, you may be much better off if you can stall any decision-making and action-taking at this time in order to provide yourself with more time to reflect on the situation at hand and to consider the greater good. If you can buy yourself some more time or hold off on any further activities for a short period, then you may actually create a different and better outcome. This is a card that suggests all about suspension and waiting, and it may just be what you need to do in order to allow new possibilities to arise. Sometimes not acting will help to shed more light on what other options are available to you and will allow more attractive opportunities to emerge. The Hanged Man can sometimes reflect that you are feeling stuck or restricted in your life. You need to get in touch with why you are feeling this way and work to release yourself from these restrictions. In this way, the Hanged Man is also about letting go. You need an emotional release from whatever it is that is leaving you feeling stuck. Accept and surrender to your present circumstances. You may need to become more vulnerable and open to different experiences, but this will help you end the struggle and give up your need for control. It is when you can really let go of all the worries and concerns that you have that you find these concerns suddenly disappear and a new reality is possible. The reverse position of the man in the Hanged Man indicates that you need to look at yourself from an entirely different perspective, while the hanging indicates that your life is simply suspended for a time in order for you to recognize what needs to be changed in your personality. The tree is also abundant with leaves and vines, which suggests the possibility that the situation will bear fruit. Thus, the Hanged Man represents a reversal of your usual way of life and seeing the world from a completely different angle. Try hanging upside down yourself and look around you. Does it not all look so different? Your perspective has changed completely, yet the physical surroundings are exactly the same as when you were looking at it from an upright position. The Hanged Man asks you to turn your world around and view your situation differently. When you do this, you will find something new that will prove to be of greater value to you on a much deeper level. It may be that you have to sacrifice your previous beliefs or even way of life, but it is a time of renewal, and your life will go forward. The Hanged Man is a willing victim, someone who has chosen the path of sacrifice to accomplish a higher goal. The Hanged Man represents the willingness to forsake the temptations of instant gratification for a higher cause. And because of this willing sacrifice, he accomplishes the goals he has in his heart. He is like the ultimate martyr, putting his self-interest aside and giving up his personal needs for the greater good. Consider areas in your own life where you need to act in a more selfless manner, either for the benefit of others or for the fulfillment of your own deeper needs. On the flip side, you may need to assess your life for areas in which you are giving up too much to others at the expense of your own mental and spiritual well-being. Sometimes martyrdom can go too far. Similarly, the Hanged Man tells you that you should be willing to lose something lesser in order to fulfill a greater goal. This goal is likely to be spiritual and personal. An investment of time, energy, and or money may have to be made in order to reach this higher level of attainment. You are devoted to the cause and are open and ready to take on the task in front of you, but first, you need time to pause and consider. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna go to bed, and you guys should too. Good night, everybody.